What up, fam? Oh, I could take this off. I forgot I'm inside the house. What up, fam? So I got that thing right behind me in the build. That's Lego set 10273. Oh, I got it right on the first try. I need to find a spot for it. And I have a Lego city behind me, which you can see. There's 3 tiers. It's not just a shelf. It's supposed to be a giant mountain. If you follow my Lego city videos, which there are only a few of, I explain what that's supposed to look like. And I'm changing out the brown, putting out a rocky background to kind of show you it's a mountain. And eventually, whenever I decide to stop buying another Lego and bricklink a bunch of those slow pieces to start doing the mountain rock work, which you can kind of tell I've started, it'll make sense. Like all Lego enthusiasts, anyone new to the hobby, you're going to run out of room, and all those who have been doing this for a while, you've already run out of room, and I need to figure out where to put that. This is what this video is about, is me trying to figure out where to put this thing, because this thing's huge. I don't have a theme park. I don't plan on making one. This office is really only 14 feet by 14 feet by 10 feet. 14, 14, 10. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of room. We finished building this thing. Oh, Ezra's bringing the elevator up.
It's working!
Keep spinning it, Papa. Keep spinning it. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. So you keep going. And there they go. Hello. And bye.
Look at that!
Yeah, like that right there. So press that. Oh.
Why is that over there?
Look over here. See this? You push this.
Oh!
Daddy used to have adventurers when he was a little kid. Okay, so now the issue is, how am I supposed to fit this thing? This is like super tall in here. What I'm going to do is take these 2 off. And then that way this tower is shorter and I can fit it down here in the hipster part of my city. I mean, it won't even work up here, but it doesn't really match with the business district of the town. So not even the bougie area, but maybe in here, I think it works pretty well. The problem is, I don't know, it won't fit.
Broken! We'll fix you. Whoa! That was incredible! Again, hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Because the haunted house does not fit in any of these levels, I took this much off, and it wasn't as easy as you think it would have been to be able to finagle this. It doesn't work too well. This is one of Ezra's favorite sets to play with right now, but you can still do the whole drop tower thing, which is not what I'm going to use it for in the city anyways. It's just going to be a nice building in the city, but I'm going to probably shove it either in the middle or over there somewhere. So this is where I'm going to keep this for right now. I've tried to place it there, and I moved some other monitors around, and it just didn't really come to my liking. So I had to kind of break down the tower at this point just because of the shelving. I think I like it where it's at, right in the middle of this whole hipster joint. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put the Sanctum Sanctorum that I have right there. I do have room for at least 3 modulars once they come out, so I'm good for another 3 years. But until then, this works perfectly well. I was still able to get Emmett's house shoved into the middle of that. Kind of reminds me of Up. So I'm going to remove all these pieces of paper in the back to put a banner of rock work in the background. So that way you can get the illusion that there is a mountain behind this thing, or this is carved into the mountain. But I do need to fill this whole thing with facades, just like I had in my first level, or my top tier, or my business district, I would say, which is up here. I'm going to do more right here and a lot more right here, which is why I want Diagon Alley, because I could easily do that by lifting all of those buildings up and putting behind all of these. It would actually be cheaper to do that than to do what I did up there. I don't have enough brick to be able to do more of those to fill this whole thing, but if I get a set that is already made, it might save me some time. I probably can only fit like 2 or 3 of them back there, but it would work. I could probably fill in that side too. Ezra's been really messing with this. I can see we have Mandalorians on the ground because Ezra's been playing with this thing. I have a lot of Brickmania tanks here. I need to pull them out just because they're, just too much going on. I don't like it being too cluttered. I have a lot of Brickmania in here, and it looks very militaristic, and I kind of like that, but it's just a lot. But to continue with my city update, this is kind of test mode, how I want to see how low this will probably be. It'll probably go another maybe 2 bricks down to kind of fill in the rest of this wood. As you can see right there, you can notice that when it goes this way, you see this wood, and I'm trying to cover that. So to be able to cover that, to pull this retaining wall outwards, as you can see, pulling out 1 brick, so that way I can fill the back here with gray. And below this, I'm going to have more of these coming in, wrapping back, so you can kind of see that this is actually carved into a mountain, and you get that type of illusion as opposed to just being on a shelf. And with more of the facades in the background and more of these rockwork pieces, you can see I got to wrap these pipes as well. I have a little bit of it done. Like I said, I'm just playing with the rockwork and see how I'm probably going to wrap these pipes that are holding each shelf up. I'm going to do a mixture of both dark bluish gray, light bluish gray, and brown just to kind of change it around. I need to build 4 more of those because I have 2, one right there and one right there. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more, so that way you can see that they can get into the tunnel entrance. I got to redo 6 of these trees because I built these trees early on and I perfected it with these ones right there, which I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial on how I do my cherry blossom trees because I finally perfected how to do them. They stood this test of time. They're in the bottom right here, and Ezra plays with this whole section all the time, and they're still together, whereas opposed to these, I touch one of them, they fall apart. Definitely need to get some dusting done. Not a lot has been done in my city. I removed the helicopter from there that Ezra's been playing with, and Ezra loves this thing. It's probably my only dinosaur that I try to keep away from him because I've given him like 2 different Tyrannosauruses, and like they end up in pieces and they're all over the house. So I'm trying to at least keep one alive, and this set is super expensive for some reason now. So yeah, once I'm able to get this kind of where I want it, I'm going to kind of fix up the military base that I have here, or the hangar, I guess you would say. It's just cluttered right now, which is what I call my Ezra Defense Force. I got a Black Hawk in here, a lot of Star Wars, some Overwatch sets. So I'm probably going to break these down because I'm just over them. And I have the LCAC down there just for storage purposes, but this is going to be like a little military base, and I have Ninjago City and my docks down there. I'm going to turn that into a naval yard. That's last priority, but I need to get these kind of situated in how I want it to be. I mean, this was already expensive enough to get the brick enough to get to that point, but you can see right here that I'm starting to wrap the base part of this. I have more rock pieces that I have down there to kind of play with to see how I want this to be. I definitely need to get the bottom portions of these rockworks to be at least as thick as possible, because obviously when you go up, it's, you know, it makes more sense. It's kind of harder to wrap these around this way. But like I said, I'm still kind of playing with it. The rock work is going to be the hardest thing that I do here, at least in my opinion. So I think I'm just going to leave Sanctum Sanctorum right there in between the bookshop and the haunted house. Gives it a little bit of a more filled scene. Just have to fill the sidewalk in because I have to remove this off the base plate, put this on just regular tile plates so that way it can fit in between here. But it gives it a more fuller silhouette, which I like, as you can see there. And yeah, so I'm happy with that. I just gotta figure out where to put Emmett's house. I cleaned up a little bit down here. Like I said, Ezra's been doing some serious play, which is fine. I definitely need more Eclipse Graphics graffiti. Let's kind of fill this in some more. I gotta remove those tanks out. That way it feels more like a city and not like an occupation. Oh, there's the lion. Got the Mandalorians back up. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to accomplish? If not, my bad. But it's my city. You guys always see it in the backdrop of my videos. It kind of looks funky from down this way unless I fill the bottom down here. But it's fully coming together. Like I said, I've neglected the city for quite some time and kind of left it for Ezra to play with. But now I'm starting to get a feel of what I want to accomplish going forward. And I do like the fact that this is kind of getting fuller. I am excited for whatever Lego comes up with in December because I want a new modular building and I'm too lazy to mock one up. But if you made it with me all the way to the end of this video, give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, like, comment, and subscribe below. And I'll see you on the next city update video. Alright guys, peace.
Not concerned with the views of the Lego group, cause we're the misfit bricks, this is what we do.